This is the original Wii Remote that I got with my Wii at the launch of the system all the way back in November of 2006. I waited in line for hours and hours to get this thing. I wasn't able to pre-order it. So, I really, really wanted it. So I got my parents to go out with me, wait in line to get the Wii. And it was all because of this controller. I saw this controller when it was announced at the Tokyo Game Show back in 2005. It's the first sort of live presentation of any sort of video game event that I can remember watching. And I was just so excited. The thought of motion controls in video games, that was unheard of to me, and I was ecstatic. I could not wait for this thing. This is easily the most hyped I've ever been for any sort of console or video game system. And it was because of this thing. I could not wait. At the time, the Wii was actually still known as the Revolution when this controller was first shown off. And what a fitting name for what the system was trying to do. It was really trying to revolutionize gaming. Did it do that? I don't know. But it really felt like it was back then. Fast forward to E3 2006, and Nintendo finally started showing off so many games. And by that point, the Revolution had become the Wii. And in hindsight, Wii was probably a really good name, to be honest. At the time, we thought it was crazy, it was dumb, but Wii is so memorable and so easy to say. And it really, it tells you what the console's about. It's about everyone. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to make a console for everyone. And behind it all was this controller. The motion controls weren't the most technologically advanced, but that didn't matter. When you were playing Wii Sports, it was just the next step in gaming, honestly. That's how it felt. It felt like it was the future. Graphics didn't matter. It was all about this thing. And I loved it. I loved the Wii. I loved all the games that came out for it. It was so much fun. And because of that, I had to go out and get as many of these Wii Remotes as I could. Now, like I said, this was my original Wii Remote from my launch console, and this one, I still use it to this day. Got the Wii Remote jacket on it and all. And it's hard to believe at a time that these Wii Remote jackets did not actually come with the controllers. It was, you'd get it all raw, with no protection at all. And honestly, I like using these things without the jackets, so I'm just going to take it off right now. And most of the time, these controllers actually feel better and look better without the jackets anyway, so got it off here. And this is it. This is the controller in all its beauty. You got the speaker, the 1 and 2 buttons. You could use it kind of like NES style here. The nice big A button, kind of bringing that from the GameCube. Plus, minus, home buttons, and a cool D-pad. You also got the B button down here. And this one, it's well used, but I still think I kept it pretty clean all these years. It's got a little bit of grime on it. But this was the classic Wii Remote. White. Everyone had this thing, and the Wii only came in white for the longest time. I remember they showed off early on, I think like 5 different colors for the Revolution. There was like a lime green one that I really wanted. There was red, silver, white, and black, I believe. Those were the 5 colors, and I really wish we got lime green and silver. Those would have been cool, but at launch we only had white to choose from, so that's what I got, and that's the most nostalgic, honestly, for me. As time went on, though, Nintendo would release new colors for the Wii, and black was one of them here. I actually got this black Wii Remote with my copy of Wii Party U. This was packed in with Wii Party U, and it actually has Wii Motion Plus inside. So Wii Motion Plus was a feature added after the Wii had come out a couple of years later. And originally it was actually just a dongle, an attachment you'd put on these Wii remotes, and then they started putting it in the controller itself. This original Wii remote here, the white one, is the only controller I have that does not have Wii Motion Plus inside. So all the rest of them that you're going to see are going to have that little symbol here. But let's set this white one over to the side here. Check out the black one. This is just plain black. And one thing I should mention, another thing here, is the sync button. They kind of made it easier to access. You could use the wrist strap and actually just like click the sync button with the wrist strap. That was really cool. Originally, the sync button was actually inside the battery compartment, so you had to open it up and everything. But yeah, this is just plain black, and I do want to show off that pretty much all the Wii remotes have their own little Wii Remote jacket, an exclusive one. So this one, the black controller came with this black Wii Remote jacket, which is cool. And then you'll see, I'll be showing these off for all the other controllers as well. They all come with their own Wii Remote jacket, so that's black. Nintendo did also release a red Wii at one point. I think it came bundled with New Super Mario Bros. Wii or something like that. And also, I believe the red controller came with the Wii Mini. If you guys remember that. That was a console that basically stripped out a lot of features of the Wii, and it was just, you know, you could basically just play Wii games offline. It was such a weird thing. I don't really know what Nintendo was thinking with that, but I believe this red Wii controller came with a Wii Mini as well. So yeah, this is just plain red, came with this red jacket, and it looks cool. I really like this red color, and I believe this was one of the colors they showed off originally when the Wii was the Revolution. So that's pretty cool. They kept the red at least, and yeah, it looks nice. Sticking with the plain colors here, this is the pink Wii Remote. This one just came with a plain clear Wii Remote jacket, so I don't need to show that off. But yeah, this is a nice little pink color. There was no console to go along with this. This controller was just sold standalone, but it looks nice. And you know, it's got me thinking, like, it's so weird that the Wii had so few limited edition colors. I believe it only had 4 actual colors with it. Red, black, white, and another color we'll get to in a bit. But just for such a popular console, it's so weird that the Wii didn't have any more limited editions or anything like that to go with it. But yeah, anyway, this is the pink Wii Remote. Looks nice. Just a regular Wii Remote here. And that last color of Wii that came out was this light blue, which is really, really nice. I love this shade of blue, and there was a console released in this blue color. And my blue controller here actually came bundled in this Japanese copy of Wii Sports Resort. So I don't think we got this bundle in the States. I think the only way to get this blue controller in the States was to get the console or buy it by itself. But yeah, I mean, like I said, love this blue color, and it goes so well with Wii Sports Resort, that nice ocean blue kind of theming to it. So love that. I think it's a great pack-in with Wii Sports Resort. And remember this color for a bit, because we're going to come back to it later. It has something to do with the title of this video, but just remember this for a bit. As we move on, though, that was it for the plain colors. The rest of these controllers were all kind of special editions and themed controllers, and the first one we have here is one of my favorites. That is the Zelda Skyward Sword Gold Wii Remote. This just looks fantastic. It was bundled in with special copies of Skyward Sword for the Wii, had Wii Remote Plus inside. Obviously, you needed Motion Plus to play Skyward Sword, so bundling this in only made sense. And it's just so pretty. And I think it's one of the only, I think it's the only Wii Remote that has like a matte finish on the top. All the other controllers have a more glossy finish. So this one actually is like nice and easy to keep clean, and it's not really a fingerprint magnet. So I really liked using it a lot back in the day. I don't use it as much anymore just because I want to keep it like pristine. The gold just looks so nice in the light too. I really wish we had gotten the gold nunchuck in the States. In Japan, that was a Club Nintendo reward. I do have the gold Pro controller, but just to complete the package, it would have been nice to have that gold nunchuck. But this controller is so pretty. You got the Triforce down there. Yeah, the white and gold kind of aesthetic here looks really nice. The clear A button as always. Beautiful controller. Love this thing. Used it so much. And then we get to the Mario themed controllers. Now there were quite a few of these, and I actually think these were branded for the Wii U. So these came out after the Wii had kind of gone its course and the Wii U had released. So these were released at a time when the Wii U was out, and you know, if you wanted controllers for the Wii U, and you need Wii remotes. These were kind of the ones that were on the market that you could get, and they're awesome. I absolutely love these Mario Wii remotes. Obviously, it comes with this red jacket to go with it. But, you know, the thing with these is they got two-tone here, which is so cool to match kind of Mario's overall look. So you got the red and then the blue for his overalls, and you got the yellow there to kind of match the buttons of Mario's pants, I believe, something like that. You got black maybe for the mustache down there, and then you got the brown shade on the B button there, which is really, really nice touch. So when you use this with a jacket, you can't see any of that stuff. Like, you put the Wii remote in the jacket and it's just red at that point. So I really dislike using the jacket for a controller like this, especially when you got a nice red M there for Mario on the speaker too. The 1 and 2 buttons are also a nice brown color, kind of matching the shoes. So awesome detail in these controllers, and you'll see it just continues with all the other ones. Like with Luigi here, this is the Luigi Wii remote. Very similar to the Mario one. You got the same sort of accents, the yellow plus and minus buttons there to kind of go with the overall buttons, the brown 1 and 2 buttons, and the brown B button. The jacket here is a nice Luigi green, but the controller itself looks really nice. Got the black D-pad, nice green color, the nice L there on the speaker, and that two-tone, as I said, green and blue, red and blue. These just look fantastic. I love them so much. Great controllers. On to the next one. Let's go with Peach next here. Yeah, this is a really nice light pink colored controller here. You do have the pink jacket to go along with it if you really want to use it, but like I said, I really don't like using the jackets on these things because you don't get the full extent of these controllers and how pretty they are. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, just to compare and contrast the pink color, this is the regular pink Wii remote, and this is the pink Peach controller. Much lighter pink. This is more of a hot pink, and I really like the lighter pink color here. And you still have the same accents that the other Mario controllers have. The yellow D-pad here, kind of to go for Peach's hair, white A button, the nice blue plus, minus, and home buttons. I really think that goes well with the pink, and the kind of darker pink 1 and 2 buttons down here, kind of to match the bottom of the controller here. And you do have the B button down there. That is white. It's just really pretty. You got the crown down there, Peach's crown on the speaker. As with all the other Mario controllers, just fantastic. Looks so good. Love this one too. They did also make one for that little dinosaur Yoshi here. You got this nice light green Wii remote jacket. And while I don't like using these, like I said, I do appreciate, as I mentioned earlier, that all of them kind of have their own unique colored Wii remote jacket to go along with it. So that part is at least cool. But here you go, you got Yoshi, orange and green, great color combination here. The egg on the speaker, obviously representing Yoshi's eggs. And the orange 1 and 2 buttons. Great looking controller here. Maybe a little more simple than some of the other ones, but I actually love the color combination here. I think this is one of my favorite ones, favorite controllers in the Mario line. I just think everything looks so nice and goes so well together. So yeah, this Yoshi one is very pretty, as with the rest of them, and they just look so good. They all look great together as well too, if you have them in a line. And we just got a couple more here. This one is Toad, the nice mushroom boy. We got a nice plain white Wii remote jacket to go along with him. And yeah, just got some very clean red, white, and blue theme going on here. Very American. Toad is very American, you know. But yeah, got the nice mushroom symbol there on the speaker, the red 1 and 2 buttons. You do have a yellow accent on the back here, which I'm not sure what that's about, because I'm not sure where yellow comes into play with Toad. But I mean, it looks cool. I think it goes great with the controller and adds a little bit of an extra touch there. So I like that. And I actually do have the box for this one. This is actually one from Japan. Toad's name is Kinopio in Japan, which I think is really cute. But as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, These were Wii U branded, so these came out after the Wii was kind of off the shelves, and they were meant for the Wii U, but obviously you could still use them for the Wii. And this box is really nice too. You got Toad on the side there. But yeah, there's the Toad controller, very cute. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Koopa King himself, Bowser. This one is actually probably my favorite one out of the entire Mario line of Wii controllers. Something about this yellow and green accent is just so pretty to me. And it's probably the most unique one because there's no yellow Wii Remote out there. I mean, similar to Luigi's, there's really no other green one, but there are others that have kind of like a green accent to it. But this yellow is just so unique in terms of a Wii Remote color goes. And yeah, going with the yellow and green there is really cool. You got the dark green Wii Remote jacket to go with it. And you just have so many cool accents. You have the black 1 and 2 buttons down there. There's the Bowser symbol on the speaker. Even the plus and minus buttons and the home button, they have a little bit of green to them. Orange D-pad and an orange B button on the back as well. This one looks so cool, and I do have the box for this one as well. The name goes by Koopa in Japan. So really, really nice, awesome controller here. This one's probably my favorite. You can see there, he's holding it too. Yeah, this one honestly probably doesn't look that bad with the jacket on it as well, because it is the color of the bottom of the controller. You got that dark green, so you get that good contrast that you already would have gotten with the jacket off. So I mean, in terms of these Mario controllers, I think this is probably the best one with the Wii Remote jacket as well on too. So yeah, just an awesome controller. Bowser rules, and this controller rules. As you may have seen in the title of the video, I mentioned this was almost all of the controllers that Nintendo put out there for the Wii. And that last one that I don't have is a very special one. So let's go back to this light blue controller that I told you guys to remember that I got in this Wii Sports Resort bundle. And the last controller that I want to talk about, actually, you know, it goes hand in hand with Wii Sports Resort, because in Japan, there was a Club Nintendo exclusive reward that was limited to 5,000 units. And I don't even think you could just redeem it. I think it was a contest that you had to enter and then you could redeem it. But that light blue controller that came from Club Nintendo was apparently a slightly different shade of blue than this specific light blue controller here. And that also came with a Wii Motion Plus dongle, as well as a light blue nunchuck and a light blue Wii Remote jacket, which is exclusive to that controller as well, I believe. So, I mean, I don't think I'm ever gonna get that one. That one is so uncommon. I've never seen it online being sold anywhere, but it's so similar to this blue color that I'm not really upset about it. Would be cool to get it because the packaging is so cool. I love how it's just sitting there in the box and kind of just there to show off, really. But yeah, I thought that was a cool little thing, a little tidbit of information that I actually didn't know about until fairly recently. So really cool that exists, but I probably won't get it, and I'm happy with what I got, especially with this Wii Sports Resort bundle. Well, there you go. That is every single Wii controller that Nintendo officially released, almost, as I mentioned. Is there a reason for me to own all of these? Probably not, but seeing them all here together is really cool, and I just love the way they look. It's a good reminder of just how much I enjoy the Wii. It was such a fun console for me and such a fun part of my life, especially during the time. So, you know, I love having these things, and it's fun to play with them, switch it up sometimes. But yeah, if you're using these things, just don't forget, use protection.